I just received a huge commission. They want a 7-foot tall painting. Quickly, I had it stretched and I brought it to the dock. But I've got trouble. Lots of trouble. But skunks and cranes will be the least of my worries, as now I'll head down to Sonoma, California to compete against the best artists in the country for a first place blue ribbon.
Not a cloud in the sky. Guys, I can see the masts of the boats from my house all the way down that road. We got our Dr. Pepper, we got our salami, guys, we're ready to go. Welcome to this episode. I'm gonna paint this massive piece, you guys. What do you think? Should we paint that scene? Or should we go for this one? You notice the difference there? You see that pop of that light? That beautiful, it looks like treasure out there or something. Well, this is what I'm going for right now. Let's get started.
They wanted a beautiful representation of Humboldt Bay. I said, great. But when it came time to doing it, I felt an overwhelming pressure to get them something that they liked. This is the noise an artist must block out. I really do back up a lot when I paint, but here, I need to watch my step, because there's a high volume of skunks in the area.
All right, that's day one. I'm tired. It's kind of tough having to cram it in on a big, tall one. It's pretty simple. You just throw it in the back of the truck. It fits perfect. I don't know if you're like me, but are you bad with salami? You just like hammer through a whole bag.
I really need to sell this painting. It's day 2, and I get right back into work. I start blocking in the color. Piece by piece, it's working with me. I'm happy. I'm not painting for them or something they might like. I'm painting for something I love.
I'm just cooking on this thing. It's really starting to pop. I'm not sure about this area right here, but we're gonna find out what happens. We're just going.
When working outside on a massive billboard like this, people are bound to come and talk to me. I welcome it. What a great way to meet new people and possibly new collectors. Plus, it gives me a chance to step back from my work, evaluate what I'm doing as a whole, and really just take the opportunity to get my eyes off my work.
Still needs the mask. Like the masks are really gonna give it that depth, but maybe we could put something in the foreground right here, like a little rowboat or something. No skunks, no weasels, no ferrets, minks, possums, raccoons, marsupials of any kind will be running up on me and taking my salami. This is...
The next day, while taking my daughter out for ice cream, I quickly realized that the skunks were the least of my trouble.
So my second sitting with this painting, the boat that was in the scene left. Oh, they're all gone. They're dredging the bay or something in here. All the boats are gone. Like that never happens.
I'm devastated. Now, riddled with fear and doubt, I wonder how I'm going to pull this off. But I remember something I heard once. Something my father told me. A good painter can paint what they see. A great painter can paint what they can't. So I use my imagination and paint from my heart. Yet still, I was tired and weary. I didn't feel like talking to people. Luckily, I had made friends with a skunk. And when you're friends with a skunk, most people seem to keep their distance. The boats never returned.
It's a big day. Collector's coming over to the studio. I'm hoping that they leave with something big. He's got the Soul Taker. This is great. These clients just bought my big painting. I couldn't be more happy, and I'm just... Let's go. Let's go swim. Get it, you guys. It's almost like we live to paint another day, you know?
Wildly relieved and smelling like a skunk, I head on down to my hometown. I grew up here, and every year I look forward to the Sonoma Plein Air Festival.
All right, we're at the Sonoma Plein Air Festival. I'm so excited right now. I'm gonna paint here in beautiful wine country for a week. You really, really wanna do well. And if I'm focusing on filming, it adds another layer to this. It's difficult. Like, it's difficult to film yourself and do the best possible work you can do. But I've been training for this, you guys. Stick around. Let's see if we can pull off this blue ribbon. All right, so I set up on some horses.
When painting a moving target, like a horse, I like to use my camera as a tool. This comes in handy if the horses decide to giddy up. I really think these horses actually enjoyed being painted. I'm grateful they stuck around. I shift my perspective to a long stretch of intricate shadows. I feel kind of like I'm selling out painting eucalyptus trees, as they are a go-to subject matter for just about all plein air painters. But I remind myself that it's not the trees themselves I'm painting, but instead the way it feels to stand under them.
So here's this block in. It just feels right to step away. I would benefit from taking my eyes off this for a little bit.
I'm starting to get tired, but I still need to get downtown to paint the sunset.
All right, downtown Sonoma. I'm just gonna get right into this one. I love this backlit scene. I love how the sun's gonna push in through this tree right here. What I'm trying not to do is paint the sun where it is. I'm trying to anticipate where it's gonna be, and it's gonna be right about there.
So what exactly is a plein air festival? A plein air festival typically lasts about a week, and all the invited artists work around the clock to paint the town as best as they can before entering their paintings for judging at the end of the week. This brings with it a unique pressure to do well. A lot of plein air events are open, meaning any artist at any skill level can join. The Sonoma Plein Air Festival is one you need to be juried into. I really want to do well, and I really want that check, but I have to remember to stay focused on what I can control. I can't control a judge or people's opinion about my work, but I can control making a good painting most of the time. So I focus on that, and I stay receptive to opportunities that present themselves as focal points in my painting. One of my favorite things about painting is I get to use artistic license. In this case, I saw a woman crossing the street. But me as an artist, I can make a couple crossing the street to enhance the mood.
So I'm sitting up right here. Right here is Steiner's, and every once in a while some guys will step out, like this guy right here. Watch what happens when he walks into that light.
If you ever feel like having people look at you like you're not a duck, go set up your easel in the middle of the night and start painting. This has worked for me in the past. Honestly, I have no idea if this painting is any good. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll need to look at it again in the morning.
So I really like this spot. There's a barn over there. There's great scenes in every direction. There's a goat.
I'd like for my impressionism to surprise me. I want it to blaze its own trail. I want to let go of the reins. For me, this is when I am the closest to God. I'll just say it. While sometimes it feels like painting is maybe going poorly, it rarely is. This is why each painting I do from life is an act of faith. I am here. I am present. I'm taking my observations of light and shape and laying them down quickly. I'm as much painting what I see as I am painting what I feel and how I feel it. This is the human experience. You can feel when you look at my work. This is flow. Everything else is just details. I've lost track of how many paintings I've done. Typically a good sign. This is it. Painting as fast and as hard as I can for the duration of the event. I'm only going to be allowed to submit one of these for judging. At the end of the week, I'll pick my favorite. But for now, I just want to do the best work I can.
You guys painting around a bunch of people, it takes to get used to. A lot of people try to talk to you, it's a good thing. Yeah, get good at painting when people are trying to talk to you, but I like that American flag right there. Worked out good, and we're all gonna set up over here in a second.
When I get really focused on doing the best possible work I can, it's easy to lose focus on
Every
me.
night I feel better after that. Just like washing off the day from the inside out.
As an artist, it's easy to get out of shape quick, so I make sure to train once a day. The next morning, after watching this egret eat a mouse, I headed to a family friend's house and found this painting from my dad on their wall. Of course, I jumped at the opportunity to hang out with Dad. I went outside to their front yard and painted that same exact scene. Over the next 2 days, I was all over the valley. I treated myself to the landscape. I did burpees. I painted boats. I painted more boats. I painted a lot of boats. And after one last painting, my palms started sweating, as now it was time to celebrate the award ceremony. A beautiful Lisa Skelly catches my eye. Same with a Scott Hamill. Wow. And here's what I submitted. Look at this Deborah Hughes and Richard Lindenberg, and a painting I truly enjoy, and the winner, Antoine. A heartfelt congratulations to the winners.
So it turns out I'm leaving with my painting tonight. Didn't sell it. And
I didn't sell mine either. Hello.
it just is what it is. I don't like that feeling though. You like that feeling?
Heck no. Heck no. Tomorrow's going to be a better day.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're showing downtown. Gosh, I just don't like this feeling, you guys. I don't know how to take it. I'm going to go do some burpees.
The next day, I teach a demo to an awesome crowd. I even picked someone from the crowd to paint.
First painting got sold today. I'm happy about that. It's always nice to get that first one sold.
Things are starting to look up. A few of my paintings aren't coming home with me on this trip. Here's the takeaway this week. Don't be afraid to take a picture of a boat. They might be gone soon. Enjoy the highs and the lows. And not all skunks are the same. Some are vicious salami thieves. Others just want nuggles. Thanks for watching Painting with Ryan. I'll see you next time.